Hello.
Hello. What's the plan if they don't know that we're supposed to be raiding?
I'm so fine with not doing this tonight.
Fair. I figured that'd be the case for you.
Yeah, I think it's a strong time to strongly consider just not raiding for the rest of the tier. Because I think that's the only way I'm gonna give myself enough of a break before the new expansion starts to not hate this game anymore.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I was telling Sieg that I want probably at least a couple months before I start doing Kefka, if I do Kefka.
Right.
Because, like, I do love doing ultimate fights, but at the same time, I'm just so mentally drained from raid stuff usually that I don't feel like working on anything.
Yeah.
And, like, I have books to write, videos to edit. I'm not sure if I've written anything since starting raiding.
I really like raiding again, because raiding is one of my favorite parts of this game. I do enjoy the community, but like the burnout is so fucking real.
I'm hoping that the next expansion's changes help with that, but I'm like still on the cautiously optimistic side since we've only had one fan fest talking about the changes so far.
I mean, a new expansion will be enough to get me back into the game, and then teasing the first raid tier is going to be, like teasing the raid series is going to be enough to make me want to raid again. But it's like, after doing it for long enough, it's just like, okay, I want to be done.
Fair. I'm at that point again where I'm like, I want a Final Fantasy 11 static, but like most people aren't interested in 11's content style because people don't like horizontal progression for some reason.
Yeah. I don't feel like playing 11 right now.
Yeah,
actually.
like 11 and whatchamacallit, Guild Wars 2 are like up there for me right now as far as interest goes. I love Guild Wars 2. Hey Alex, how's it going?
Yeah, I was talking to Cam about it, and it's like forcing it is just kind of making it worse too, as far as having to log in.
It's one of those things where like there comes a point where you just have to take a break if your brain / body are telling you to take a break. Especially if, like, you know, an expansion is coming, because you want to be able to be fully excited for new stuff,
right.
And you can't really if you're going into it already burned out.
Yeah.
I definitely pick apart new expansions more than normal if I'm going into them burned out. Because, like, story inconsistencies and plot holes and stuff like that make me a lot more angry if I'm burned out.
Yeah. Have Mom or Owen responded? Owen said they're running behind. Mom's typing.
Yeah. I thought that might be the case. Which is totally fair. Has Mum seen up to Enrage? I don't remember where y'all got when I was gone.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. Trying to get to Aether on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
How much further can this monkey paw keep curling?
I don't know.
I
We'll find
mean-
out after my doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Oof. I'd say definitely wait to see if Mom is actually on Ether or not, but...
Urge to crawl back into bed. Jesus fucking Christ, people. Did we not just say to use the sim?
I walked past and then I saw a chrome body and then I like did a double take and it was maybe 2 chrome bodies, maybe 3. And I was like, oh no. So is it a cuddle puddle or is everyone just dead?
I'm just dead.
Why has rating this expansion been so cursed for my group? Like, this is crazy. I'm really ready to be done with Raid and just focus on my Minecraft videos. I'll be so real, y'all. I have way more faith in Mum than in Party Finder healers.
Again, also point being, it's like Talia didn't know what they were doing last week when we were going through it. 9% in rage and like 1 lockout. So it's like, yeah, just get your ass in here.
I also had the ability to do the sim before I got in. Mama's been out of a computer for like a week and a half.
Could have at least thought to do the sim after their computer was working.
Owen's here, okay. I'll invite him while we wait to see what's going on with Mum.
Oh boy, gonna have to get a random melee and a fucking healer apparently.
Yeah, if I had been smart, I would have asked Asen to come fill today.
I'm just glad I didn't have to do Zelenia 100 times. I probably would actually just kill myself. I hate that fight.
Between you and the friend that was doing it like a week or two back, it sounds like it's absolutely awful in Party Finder for that shit.
I mean, yeah, you skip 6th Bloom, but like you got people that just like refuse to like actually do Escalon's Fall 2 brain dead and will just try and do everything in their power to kill everybody. And also, for whatever reason, people just love sucking at 4th Bloom. I don't understand. Wait, did I tell you yesterday that I had like a group that like, hey, we're gonna do triple melee. Everything should be fine.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jesus Christ. 2 fucking hours for 1 clear. Or 1 hour, rather. It's a goddamn.
An hour of your life you'll never get back.
Uh-huh. It only took like 7 or 8 clears this morning with paying people to get it at least. And I'm like, yep, I'm picking up these totems and I'm throwing them right in the trash.
Mom is typing. I imagine it's primal. Okay, yeah, let's just go to primal. Fuck it.
Getting a melee hopefully won't take 600 years. In theory.
I disbanded the party, so everyone should be able to swap over fine.
Another data center. It's just wild to me that Zelenia is 1 totem when fucking like Necron and Enuo die so much faster.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom.
It's like we're Square Enix. We're on hardcore drugs to make our players suffer as much as possible.
Uh-huh. Except when it's like Final Fantasy XI, which is actually getting like so many freaking quality of life updates lately. To the point where it's got the old school players being like, where's the stuff for us? We had to grind our gear so hard, and now you're making it easier for the new people. And I'm like, yeah, that's how you maintain, new people.
Yeah, if I got new people in my 20-year-old MMO, I too would be chained to cater to them.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been really funny seeing some of the bitching, honestly.
Game is like 21 years old this year.
Is it 21? I thought it was older. Let me
This
see.
year. 2005.
Oh, I was thinking of the Japan release
2004.
date.
Yeah, 2004, my bad.
Yeah, the Japan
It's
release date
almost
was 2002, which is what I was thinking of.
Game is old enough to drink currently.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the login information because it was on an old email from my FF11 account. It's like I could never go back to that game.
Yeah,
Not even out of disdain or anything of that sort. It's just like, no, I'm not gonna bother going through all of that shit all over again up through Promethea. No.
What's crazy is how fast it is now. It's so insanely fast to actually get up to endgame now.
Hi, Mom.
For me, it's mainly a thing of like, I worked really hard to get Excalibur made in 11. Back in the day. No, thank you.
All right, this is everyone, and I can make a party finder, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll call it idyllic cleanup since Mum hasn't really been through the mechanic.
Watch what Krasiki's doing and then do the opposite on that side. Just mirror Krasiki. Done.
Give a rewatch of the video real quick to just jog my memory.
Daily DPS, no, not Beastmaster.
But we're fighting a giant snake guy.
Alright, clone, relative. Banana codex. DN uptime.
And that's it.
Should I set the objective as practice or duty completion?
Pretty
Practice.
complete. Oh.
We don't know how long it'll take Mum to click with idyllic, so
I can't imagine long.
I really wish they'd had the cross data center party finder thing available for 7.5, but it'll be fine.
maybe it'll be up by the time we get around to doing Kafka. You know, I didn't even see what the fuck the title is for having all of the wings yet.
We're getting watered.
That is a very dumb title. Okay, I'm never using it. Sunwinged.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I am biased, though. I do prefer the edgy titles. I read that as spronkling water on us.
Welcome back, Mom.
I really wish they would also like put fucking PvP gear on the back burner for the dual die system and just like, hey, go back to putting in dual fucking raid gear that everyone's waiting for.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I've been waiting for the heavy Allegan set to get two-tone for like literally 6,000 years, so can we hurry that up, please? And also, like, between that and like the Abyssos gear not being two-tone by now is a war crime.
Yeah, or my Anabasiosis, or is it Anabasiosis? Which one was the first tier of Pandemonium?
Asphodelos.
Asphodelos, yeah, my Asphodelos gear isn't two-toned either. Oh, hi, Sai.
Like, the 3 raid sets I want to be duo-toned right now are, like, the first coil heavy Allegan equipment, the Alexandrian equipment from Tier 3 of Alex, and Abyssos. I'm surprised that they haven't had to rename the Tier 3 Alex equipment because of this expansion, honestly.
Oh yeah, true.
Also, I really wish that my theory for what the super mount was actually going to be real instead of what we got, if I'm being honest. They gave us, like, fucking Final Fantasy IV Bahamut for last expansion. They could have given us Final Fantasy IX Alexander.
Yeah,
He has
usually I'm usually fairly disappointed with what they choose for the penultimate mount, which is why I don't usually chase it. So I think it was what Shadowbringers with the dragons. I really wanted the mount for getting all of the mounts to be like a freaking Hydra or something.
Yeah.
Instead of like Mecha Dragon.
I don't understand why it's Mecha Dragon.
No, Nim, I don't think anyone understands why it's a Mecha Dragon. That was probably the one that I was the most disappointed in.
Speaking of Abyssos, I actually still have to go do P8S farming for at least 4 more kills just so I can get the last piece of equipment I need from there.
Maybe I should have kept
I
Final
just need to get
Fantasy
the healer
11
chest
up.
to finish all the gear sets. I like the way the healing equipment looks better than the caster equipment because I prefer the red fire over the purple fire. I will say though, Arden, if you at least want to go back and get this Fiend Wings, it's not that bad. She dies really fast.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I was thinking I may, at this point, just wait until next expansion to unsync getting the wings or something from them all. I don't know.
I'd say the Fiend Wings right now are at least kind of worth it. Just because it's like, it's kind of like there's fewer people doing that one, but at the same time, it dies extremely fast. Like, you don't even have to think about Ice Phase. It's not even a thing anymore. You only have to kind of hope that you have the DPS to just skip Coronation. Because people will fuck up Coronation.
That sounds about right. Yeah,
But you can't just skip Coronation right to phase 2. Because either it dies right before it casts Coronation, or it goes right into it directly after Coronation.
Yeah, I learned twice that I'm not built for doing trials in Party Finder, because first it was trials in ARR and having to deal with people on Shiva and Ramu. And then I stopped doing Party Finder for a long time, but I did Hades Extreme when that came out. And oh my lord. Being on tank week 1 for Hades Extreme.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
See, my favorite experience in A Realm Reborn with Trials was doing Titan Extreme when it came out, and clearing that on fucking Dragoon with the infamous fucking input lag that everyone had back then. If you could do Titan Extreme back before they fixed the latency, it's like you could do anything.
Yeah, that latency was so bad. Oh my lord.
I also still love it took them until fucking Final Coil to patch Dragoon to fix their magic damage. It's like, what do you mean Dragoons just took inherently more magic damage this entire, like, fucking base game? It wasn't just a meme dying from fucking blood for blood usage. It's like, we just took more damage for no reason. Although blood for blood didn't help. I'm glad that shit's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did have more HP, but not by much. So speaking of Rome, we're born in Dragoon, tying to our new 24-man collab. They better give us the Lance of Longinus as a skin.
Yes. I'm worried about that because they never seem to give us fucking weapons with the Alliance Raid collabs.
It would be an insanely, like, depressingly missed opportunity. It's like, but it's a weapon for only one job. And it's the fucking Lance of Longinus. Fuck off. You know what would be absolutely hilarious though, Arden?
What's that?
A fucking AT field for Paladin.
True.
Like, the way they could make that work is like the AT field like animation only pops up when you're blocking. Otherwise, it's basically the heroic spirit shield. That would be really cool. My only want for the Evangelion 24-mans is that we fight Ramiel.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
You mean for Passage of Arms?
I forgot they were doing ability skins.
I just want my Zentetsuken, man. That's all I want. If I can will, like, figures into existence, I can will this into existence. Give me my Zentetsuken Yoshi-P. Give it. I channel what remaining power of Dynamis I have. Give me Zentetsuken as an ability. And then we got like 2 months until we get more previews of Evolved Mode. Oh boy. Oh shit, right. 24-man weekly. Yeah. I have one more aiming accessory I have to upgrade, right? Yeah. Guess I'll do that this week.
Ah.
And next week is the final week I have to actually bother capping weekly, but I'm just going to be capping weekly by accident because I still need mathematics to finish relics.
Oh, yeah, fair. Freaking tomes, man. I'm so glad they're trying a change for tomes.
I mean, no matter what, they're going to have to keep some form of tomes around because of the relics. Like, all the way up through this expansion, they kind of have to. So, Poetics is probably going to be sticking around.
Yeah, I figured Poetics is probably going to stick around. Maybe that'll just be the relic currency. Who knows what they're going to do next expansion, though, for relics.
I doubt that they would just introduce yet another random currency just for relics, so I think it probably would just be Poetics.
I really wish that they would do relic Mythic Empyrean style stuff like from 11 but for 14 and have it be upgradable across the expansions instead of only mattering for one expansion.
I kind of wish that, like, they let the relics just keep on evolving from the Aroma Reborn one, just kind of like what they did going into Heavensward, where you could just trade in the relic and just, like, effectively, quote-unquote, directly upgrade your Zeta into the fucking Lux weapon all the way through. Because it's like, the weapon has literally grown with you since the very base game. Congratulations. You have grown your friend.
Yeah, I definitely prefer that style. Like, I'm working on the Dark Knight Empyrean weapon on Final Fantasy XI at the moment. And there's definitely some very tedious parts of it. But I prefer, like, the multi-stage grind / doing lots of different types of content that 11 has for those weapon upgrades rather than just go do tomes or go do Adult Crescent, and then next expansion the weapon's not going to matter because there's going to be a new one that's on a different system.
On a different system, not at the base expansion launch, because we have to release it 2 patches late now for some reason, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, Relic is like my favorite content in this game, if I'm being completely honest, and it makes me so annoyed that, like, it's just getting delayed further and further every fucking expansion.
Yeah.
As someone who had finished Twilight and Guild Wars 2, it's like, this is my favorite kind of content, and this is my example as to why.
Yeah.
I can deal with a massive grind, but the grind just doesn't feel worth it sometimes. Granted, the Relic isn't supposed to outmatch the raid weapons for a while. I get that, and that's fine and all, but, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, in Final Fantasy XI over the years, I've known people who, like, their whole thing is, like, the Relic, Empyrean, Mythic, Ultimate weapons, and, like, they have at least 10 of them. And, you know, they just work on getting all of them maxed out to item level 119, since, you know, you actually can. Or they're like a hardcore bard main and they're getting every bard Rima weapon maxed out.
You see, Gilgamesh is just my spirit animal, so I have to get all the rare weapons, so I just have to make all these things.
Yeah, I have a couple I want to work on 11, but some of the currency requirements for some of them are a little horrifying, even in this day and age.
All I have to say is three words. Tiamat loot table. That's all I have to say on that matter.
Yeah.
I remember being in line in the link shell to get fucking materials from that fight. Yeah, it was awful.
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy back in the day in A Realm Reborn finishing Excalibur. I'm like, this was less painless. It's like, this was certainly less painless than doing fucking Excalibur in 11, but I was like, I'm happy to have my sword back.
Right. Yeah, I need to actually finish the paladin weapon from ARR still. I have the monk weapon, but I don't have the paladin weapon.
If I went back to 11, I'd probably have to go back to Samurai.
Fair.
'Cause
I'm working
the
on
two
like
jobs I played
Dark
in 11.
Knight.
The two jobs I played in 11 were Dark Knight and Samurai, and I did Blue Mage specifically only because back in the day it was the style at the time to needing to have Blue Mage in order to nuke the 4th phase of the Pandemonium Wardens. So.
Right. Blue Mage does some crazy shit still, but it has to be so insanely geared now compared to back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working on like Dark Knight, Corsair, and a little bit of Thief for Treasure Hunter, but Dark Knight is like still a major go-to DPS class on 11. I want to work on my Rune Fencer too, but the entry to a Rima weapon on Rune Fencer is kind of a lot. It used to take 8 months to even be able to start your weapon. They've changed it now so that you get coalition assignments faster, so you can technically do it in 4 months now. Or
boy, half the time.
Yeah. But that's to start the weapon still. That's not even like to make the weapon.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason they decided to make the Adeline weapons for freaking Geomancer and Rune Fencer really annoying to start. You have to get like maxed out coalition rank and some other crap.
For this game, I really would love to eventually see a Rune Fencer or Mystic Knight. It's literally the same job, but it's just like what aesthetic they decided to go with for it.
Yeah, that's what I was really hoping for the new tank.
we can't really see Rune Fencer in this one unless they want to reuse rapiers. So
reuse rapiers or great swords. Like right now, Rune Fencer's main weapon for everything is great sword.
Well, like in terms of like Final Fantasy V and shit like that, it's like it was just like short swords, rapiers, and shit like that. And same thing in Tactics. So it's like, well, no, Tactics was scimitars.
Oh, they could do scimitars.
I would just like really love to see it because it's like the Limit Break. It's like obviously they just need to full lean on into the meme from 5 and just do dual wield rapid fire Spellblade. Let's go.
Yeah, Rune Fencer in 11 is my favorite tank in that game. Like I like Paladin in 11 as well, but Rune Fencer is just my jam.
I'd massively prefer to see Rune Fencer as a DPS in this, as traditionally it is a cracked DPS in the other games it appears in.
I'm so ready for them to just tell us what the new jobs for the expansion are gonna be.
We're only gonna find out the tank in July and then probably be just massively disappointed at the Fizz range.
Yeah. I hope they're doing some kind of rework for the Fizz range, just damage specifically, going into the expansion.
Honestly, I kind of hope that they would have just held off the Fizz range for whenever we go to Marasidia, just so that way the Fizz range could be a boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
Because Australia.
Australia. Who knows, maybe it'll still be a boomerang class. Just so that whenever we do go to Marasidia, people just have it already.
Because I honestly can't really think of anything that they could be using as a weapon for a new Fizz range other than like a fucking boomerang. Because like a slingshot would be dumb and boring.
Yeah, like I could see them go for slingshot. I could see them go for blow darts. I could see them go for the boomerang and whatnot and go just full Final Fantasy 13 hope with it. But yeah, it is really similar to Chakrams. Oh, there was another ranged weapon. Oh, they could go with like a bolo. I'd hate it, but they could do it. They could go with throwing knives, which is still kind of meh.
Personally, I just want dual pistol. Give me Corsair.
Yeah, give me Corsair.
Have you seen Bard bows? They're already great bows. Unless we're talking like fucking Monster Hunter great bows. Like, here's a gun bow.
My crackpot, but not really crackpot theory is that they're going to tie in with the Norse themes of Evercold by giving us a throwing axe class. Like, I know the classes aren't always super tied into, you know, whatever expansion we're getting, but throwing axes is like, I think, my number one guess right now for the physical range.
Is it more likely to probably see maybe a fucking crossbow is more than likely? We'd get Puppet Master as a limited job. That's exactly what would happen. We'd never get actual Puppet Master like to actually use in content because they hate fun things. Also, it's like premier example of why we won't get Puppet Masters. Look what they did to Summoner.
God, yeah.
I'm consigned to the fact that we're also just we'll never see necromancer because Asian taboo things, but it's just like but my D&D.
It's so funny to me that like Asian taboo things get cited so much for why like 14 specifically isn't going to have a necromancer class. Meanwhile, there's plenty of Chinese games I've played where they have like necromancer but Eastern, you know?
Yeah. It confuses me too. I don't get it. But like Yoshida himself is just like, yeah, no, we're never going to do necromancer for like reasons. I'm like, but
yeah,
why?
he's like,
It's
we're never
cool.
gonna do like an evil job, and I'm like, bruh.
Bro, we have Reaper.
Yeah, like I think there's a way that they could do necromancer, but whatever, you know.
My main thing in D&D was necromancer, so it was like, just fucking give it to me in my fantasy game, please. My high school D&D game, I wound up becoming a demi-lich and killing my entire party on purpose. So... because we were getting around the time to graduating, so it's just kind of floating ideas to our DM to just like, how's a fun way to end this campaign? I'm like, mind if I kill everybody? Because throughout like the entire last year of high school, I was just kind of like secretly just doing shit and converting my character into a lich, and nobody actually fucking knew what was happening.
Amazing.
Like, yeah, I'm just gonna kill all of you and ascend to becoming an elder lich. Don't worry about it. I've secretly just been building up an army of corpses and shit, and, and I'm just going to unleash them at the final boss and just kill everyone. Don't worry. I miss that character. I still have the character. Then when like my fiance and her brother and a couple of other friends, we were starting a new campaign, I was planning on recycling and using that character as the main villain. But schedules fucked up, so I couldn't eat, so that whole campaign kind of fell apart. I'm like, damn, I was so close to bringing it back.
Damn.
Yeah, I think we only had that campaign lasting like a couple of months, but the fun part was, it was in Christmas, I threw together a quick little thing where it had them investigating like some mysterious deaths happening in a town like in the middle of fucking winter. I literally just made it a snowman lich for them to deal with.
Oh.
I was inspired by the fucking memes of Frosty the Snow Lich. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
Hold on, let me get this. Here you go, Arden. Behold Frosty the Snow Lich.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
I was sort of playing like those couple of sessions out almost like it was that old movie Jack Frost, or it's literally just a killer snowman kind of just hiding in plain sight. It was a fun little one-off. It's like, why are those snowman's eyes realistic? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's now grinning at me. Why does it have teeth? Don't worry about it.
Totally normal. Everything is fine. Y'all, I am so bored waiting in Party Finder. Help.
Can't wait till we get Stormblood 2 Electric Boogaloo after the next expansion, because apparently we're just following a theme here. The second expansion of the new story arc has to be set in the cold, right? So the third expansion is going to be yeah, it's got to be another split conflict thing, right?
Yes,
it's got to be Stormblood 2.
Electric 2, yeah. Though honestly,
Can we just please finally go to
be
Maricidia?
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if Evercold ends up being split between two storylines, because I feel like the first half of the expansion is going to be figuring out how to bring our comrades with us to, you know, the new destination, since only we could see the portal in 7.5.
Well, I don't think it's going to take that long. I think they're going to set that up in the second half of this MSQ, because if you remember in the reveal trailer, Alphino and fucking Astidian drop with us into the forest, so we clearly figure it out before Evercold hits.
Yeah, true.
The way it's probably going to play out is almost identically to Shadowbringers, though. It's like the whole main MSQ is just going to be dealing with shit in the fourth, and then we're just going to be fucking leaving by like 8.2 or 8.3.
I am excited for a bunch of the new zones that they showed, though, because I really like the aesthetics of a bunch of them.
Same. At least one zone is probably going to be on the surface of the fourth, because it seems like all of them are just up in the sky.
Yeah.
Guaranteed one is down on the surface.
And with how fantastical a bunch of the zones are, it makes me wonder what, you know, the usual hidden zone at the end of the MSQ is going to be.
Full stop, you know what I'd love it to be, just because it would just be cool to look at? Granted, it would technically be recycling an end area, but I think it would be cool just to see, like, because it does exist on every shard. It's like, it's a completely frosted over fucking Amarot.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool.
The entire zone is just Amarot. Because, like, we know it exists in all of the shards.
Yep. We know it exists in all the shards. There should be some remnants of it on the source too, which I really thought the relic area was going to do stuff with because of the proximity to that area of the ocean. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely curious to see what they're cooking. I'm not convinced that I'm going to want to, you know, actually continue raiding next expansion necessarily. But
I mean, we have a new difficulty tier, so depending on how that is, I might at least be doing that. I'm
yeah,
probably
that's
not
true.
going to use Savage anymore.
Rasiki's trying to throw a bounty on our clear now.
I'd say if Mum was actually confident in doing idyllic, sure.
I can see if we can grab Asen for tomorrow. Be a sec. I have to go show Charlie something. Thank you for the resub, Nima.
I also miss when every trial, or at least every other trial, would like give you a fucking title for beating it.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that earlier because I was doing Walk of Echoes on 11 while waiting for it to be raid time, and each floor of Walk of Echoes has a title for clearing it.
Also, they don't even give titles for raids anymore outside of Ultimate either. It's like, the fact that we don't have Grand Champion as a title for either clearing Savage or finishing the story for the Arcadian is kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to my life as a turbo casual in Nevercold. I just gotta beat up that damn clown. And then beat up that damn clown at least 4 times. I can't wait to see what the weapons look like next week.
Oh yeah, it is next week, isn't it?
Yep. And we all get to laugh and enjoy as Xeno is stuck in the cuck chair. Fucking deserved.
Shit's still so goofy.
Can we hope the community gets him his next ban so he's gone forever? We could only hope. Bro is standing on the ice bridges in Sphene right now.
Oh my god.
I think the funniest thing is how his cultivated community is more toxic than he is. And most of the people I see that were like trying to defend him on Twitter seem really obsessed with being gay, sucking dicks, and swallowing cum. I'm like,
yeah, I've
are you all
noticed
just
that.
It's like, are y'all just projecting or something? Because you are all weirdly obsessed with this shit.
Yeah, I've noticed that with like him and with like Lamatod's community after Lamatod had his like whole weird thing.
Yeah, it's like y'all are really fucking weird. It's like, I'm pretty sure y'all are just closeted.
Yeah, I've had a few friends like that where I'm just like, are y'all sure you're straight? Because Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, you're all kind of really obsessed with talking about other people's balls and their dicks, man. It's like, I think you have a problem.
And then they always are like shocked Pikachu face that you would even dare ask such a question.
It's like, I only ask because I'm comfortable about who I am, but are you?
Literally, yeah. And then you get the guys who are very clearly not straight, claim that they are, and make crazy excuses of like XYZ isn't gay because, and you're just like, bro.
You mean the entirety of the Republican Party right now?
Pretty much, yeah, honestly. At this point, yeah.
Everywhere that they do everywhere that they do the fucking RNC, the RNC.
Grinder.
You see a significant,
Yeah.
you see a significant spike in Grinder.
It's so funny to me.
There's obviously some sort of correlation there between all of that.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
It's like, that's why it's so funny that a lot of people are calling like Xeno a fucking right-wing grifter account now. It's so funny. It's like, yeah, he's literally just this game's Asmongold.
Yeah, it's
Or at least
it's
he's trying really hard to be.
Yeah, it's like a little crazy to me just because like there was a decently long stretch there where he seemed like he was actually pro LGBTQ, but now I'm just like, oh, I see. You were just like trying to cover your ass, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And now he just doesn't care. Much like, in the long run, whatever, I prefer to know, like, what people's true colors are, you know? But Jesus Christ.
I mean, I've had a problem with him, like, since fucking A Realm Reborn, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
My first in-game experience with him, hilariously, was in Party Finder Reclear for fucking I'm the Good. And he shat the bed so much. I'm like... It's like, people look up to this asshole? He's fucking terrible at this game. Because he kept killing us with the fucking Wild Charge. I shit you not, he kept killing us with Wild Charge. I'm like, either this motherfucker's intentionally trolling or he's actually bad at this game without callouts. My best experience in this game with him, though, was in Eureka Hydatos. Could you guess what? Could you guess how?
No, how?
It had to do with Providence Watcher.
Oh.
So, content was brand new. I was already maxed out on elemental level and everything like that. So, ideally, I was good to tank it. He was trying really fucking hard to rip aggro off me and everything like that. He was fresh in the fucking zone at the point, and this was on stream this happened. And because one of my friends was watching him at the time, and the most embarrassing thing happened, Arden. He didn't have his elemental wheel set properly, and a tank buster went out.
Oh no.
He got flattened into atoms.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then I held on to Providence Watcher the entire rest of that encounter while he was trying really hard to stay alive.
Yeah, I noticed some people just have such a weird chip on their shoulder during those instances, and I never understood. I was always like, bruh, why?
I'm like, this is like your first or second day in this instance. You are not prepared to fight Providence Watcher. Why the fuck are you here, bro? You're only here for this content just because it's for stream. You're not actually here to do this.
A tale as old as time.
Uh-huh. I appreciate Haps a hell of a lot more, because funny enough, when it comes to like relic content, like doing those exploratory zones, I actually run into Haps all the fucking time.
Oh, really?
I'm in a lot of his parties during like exploratory content. It's really funny. They get people give him shit sometimes for his guides too, but it's like he also hasn't done any guides in forever. I don't have any problem with Haps. I mean, he had his little toxic fucking raider arc at the beginning of Heavensward, but that evened itself out right quick. He's an okay guy.
Yeah. And like some of the problems that he had too were just like being so new to being a content creator, not realizing that the media tour was under NDA, from what I hear.
Yeah.
Like that whole thing. Like sometimes you make innocent mistakes and you shouldn't be persecuted for them for expansions on end after the fact.
Or you're people like Rin Kararagi and fucking Zeno and just leaking shit from the media tour thinking nothing bad's going to happen.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to take my privilege and act very entitled about it. And then also completely keep shitting on the dev team, and they're going to still keep inviting me to things, right? Yeah,
Of
about
course.
that.
As one does, I guess.
I know for that. I know for a fact that motherfucker's never going back to the media tour ever again. There are a couple of like other content creators I kind of missed their coverage on that haven't like really actively done anything in fucking forever with this game. And it's like, people move on. I get it. I just miss them. This was cool.
Not yet, Kursiki, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do get that opportunity in like an expansion or two. Our long hiatus like didn't help. Yeah,
One
me
person
too, Alex.
I used to like that I'm just glad that I haven't heard from him in fucking ages because he literally just became a fucking Doom poster after a while was Very Merry. He made he made a lot of good shit, but he just straight up became a Doom poster. It's like, dude, I just if you hate the game that much now, just stop, dude. Just stop.
Yeah, I feel like some people have a really hard time with like sunk cost fallacy when it comes to 14, especially like on the content creator side of things.
The main problem is like it's like if you're literally a raid logger, you will lose like any semblance of like love for this game really quickly if that the only thing you're doing is raiding. This game has so much more to offer than just that, but they just refuse to engage with it. Like, there's a lot of shit in this game I still haven't done, and I've been playing since since the very fucking beginning. And I still keep myself occupied.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a hard time with 14's content style just because I personally vastly prefer stuff like 11 and 14. But the story is like the big thing that has its claws into me on 14.
For me, it's the story, but also like there's just like some like niche content that I could just like keep playing, even though it sometimes pisses me off. That being deep dungeons, but like I can keep myself going in this game like for a long fucking time just off of deep dungeons alone. I still need to get all my solo titles, but RNG just loves fucking me. Like, I'm probably never going to get Necromancer because the last set of floors love just giving me conga lines of chimeras every single fucking time. That's probably going to be my goal throughout Evercold, is probably just going to be trying to do fucking solo clears for deep dungeons.
I have mixed feelings on deep dungeons, and it's not at all 14's fault. It's the fault of like the friends who told me about Palace of the Dead back in the day and the way they framed it. Because they were like, oh, this is like Nizul Isle from Final Fantasy 11. And I really like Nizul Isle. And Palace of the Dead is not that.
No, very much not.
I felt so betrayed.
I just like that they finally added really good quality of life to that shit, because just like the disconnect quality of life for like random DCs and the fucking shit that went on with DDoSing with Pilgrim's Traverse, it's like, thank fuck. I also still need to go do Quantum 40. It's probably not that hard of a fight to learn. I really do need to get around to doing that.
Yeah, I've barely done the newest deep dungeon because we put a pause on our run because of those DDoSes that were happening. We were like, we're gonna be so mad if we get DDoSed out of like the run that would have been, you know,
yeah,
the one.
Well, hey, if you ever resume that and you get around to working on Quantum 40, count me in. I'll go.
Yeah.
Because Deep Dungeon's my shit. I'll fucking go.
So fair. That's definitely one thing that's really good with not only 14, but some of the older MMOs too, like 11, Guild Wars 2, Phantasy Star Online 2, is they've got a lot of stuff for everybody.
But I only played a raid. Get out. Just get out.
The people who only play to raid or only play to do, you know, like literally just one piece of content always confuse me, whether it's raid or something else. Because I'm like, I just can't relate. Maybe it's ADHD, maybe it's Maybelline.
For me, more specifically, it's granted, it's if the story skippers in this game are what amazed me the most. It's like you're literally buying a Final Fantasy game, which is just like you don't want the story, you just want the raids. It's like just go play World of Warcraft. It's like it is explicitly a story-focused MMO. Just fucking enjoy the ride. If you don't like story, then why the fuck are you playing an RPG to begin with?
Yeah. That always confused me. Alright, party.
And then story skippers all jump in and then immediately die because they don't know how to fucking play the game because they don't know how to do mechanics. It's like, I want to raid, but you skipped everything, so you don't know how this game works.
Alright, party recruitment ended, time limit exceeded. Do we call it there?
Rip.
Yep. I want to.
I guess this is your reminder to try and get on Ether tonight
Yep.
Do the sim.
tomorrow morning. Yeah, and do the sim. Oh, I'm going to do the sim some more.
All right. Good night, friends.
Good night.
Back to Zeifa.
Well then. I am going to go have dinner since that didn't go anywhere. So let's see. I'll find someone for us to raid into. No, it's time for Burrito Charlie.
Ambuscade.
And then Ambuscade.
I'm trying to get my exudation plus stuff.
Nim says hi, Charlie.
Hello. Nim, do you want to play Ambuscade?
Charlie's inviting you to come play Ambuscade in Final Fantasy XI. We need at least a third person to get addicted to 11 with us so we can actually do content.
I can't even get to the instance without a third person.
Yeah, Alex, real shit. There's a bunch of stuff that we want to do that we can't do unless we have a third person, because you can't even get into some of the instances without 3 people. The anniversary stuff is going on right now for 11, so 11 might be on sale for like $5 right now. And doing a thonk. If you want to thonk in my DMs, you can definitely DM me. All right, I'm going to find someone to raid into. Not you, not you. I didn't even know I was still following that person. Oh, Joy is playing James Bond 007 First Light. So we will raid into Joy. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.